Hiya, it's Matt Lee Bienvenido and greetings. I just wanted to talk today about the laws of the universe or the natural laws. I was going to title this. Now, the natural laws is based upon us as individuals, as human beings. It is also the natural laws of the universe or of the planet, from creation to the planet, the world, as in the growth of the world, from flowers to trees to growth of buildings to us interaction socially and insocially. But what I want to talk about when I spoke about the law of attraction again is very much a part of the natural laws. Now you have the law of attraction which says like attracts like, and then they receive, believe, and you receive. Um, Let me just start with that point. So if you see something or you want something or you want to achieve something, therefore you use the see process first of all, which you see it in your mind, you believe it, and you'd understand it. And once you have that process, that's the first level, and seeing it, feeling it, it's all about seeing it and seeing. It's not necessarily seen with your eyes, though that's excuse me, though that is really important. The other aspect is for the fact that when you see it, you need to see it with your heart. So when you feel it, that's when you start seeing it. That's where you hear, let's say, put up vision boards, put things around the house, um, driving that certain car or be with a certain type of people, go to a particular job that you want to be in, to a particular area. You need to feel the emotion or the feeling around that particular environment. Now you've got believe. Now, once you're in that and then you've seen it, you've got that feeling, that the indescribable feeling around you. That aspect for me now would be that you need to start believing and seeing a shift. And you can't just see it, you need to believe in it, and it has to be a part of your soul. So when it becomes a part of your soul, and then it is a part of your growth, and as you're going along, for example, say if you wanted to move to a certain area, visit it, get used to the area, almost kind of like your house hunting. So you go to a particular area, say Kensington, for example, okay? So you go to Kensington, you go to the local supermarkets, you go to the local shops, you walk around the local areas, not just a high street. Don't be put off going. Don't keep your mind on going to the high street, because in a way, if you was living in the area, you wouldn't necessarily go to the high street around where you live, would you? So say if you're living where you are now, how many times do you go to the local high street to just go for a walk? Really ever, am I correct? That aspect is that you need to walk around the back streets of where you want to live. That's where the heart is. That's where people live. That's where you're going to get the feeling of where you're living. And everyone who does this get that aspect wrong. They automatically think that they should be going to the high street, walking in the shops, and know what it's like to shop there. That's all well and good, but again, you need to be real about it. You need to start looking at it and saying, okay, for me to believe it, I need to really live it. So you would live coming out on a, say you go to Kensington, you walk around the back streets where all the houses are. Say if they had a little community park, sit in a community park, because that's what you probably would do. You would also, I suppose, say good morning to the local neighbours that you may see walking down the road. Little aspects like that. Just get the feeling of the environment. That's what's important about development. When you receive it, it's all about being the first thing you should say is thank you. Gratitude is so, so, so important. When gratitude comes in and you receive it, when you've got that job, you've received a car, you got the letter that you're moving, you meet a partner, your kids graduate, your kids go to school, your kids told they love you, you're out socially with your friends. You know that saying when they said you should be thankful for what you have? That's where that comes from. It's for the fact is that the things you have right now is what is your stepping stone to what you're going to achieve in the future. So now you need to start understanding and believing really deep down in yourself, and being gratitude, be have gratitude for what you have at this moment in time. Because that, without a base, you can't move to the next level. So once you've got that in mind, you go, okay, well, you may find you got everything you need living in a local area that you're living in. And if you're not, you may go, okay, well, I actually don't want to actually live in Kensington. I might want to live in Chiswick, or I might want to live in Staines. I might want to live in Hackney. I might want to live in Exeter. Or wherever you're living. It doesn't mean that you want to live in an affluent area. It may be important to you that you want to live in a good, decent area. So that means that when you're for example, when you're feeling gratitude for where you are right now, what happens is you're emitting this energy. Yeah, it comes from the meridians in your body which run throughout your body, and it goes and that issue through your aura and through your chakras and through your aura, and that emits up to you the universe that I'm great, I'm happy where I am. I'm happy for my life, but I want a bit more. Yeah, that's why you take action, and then what the universe does, it shifts your meridians in order for you to become aligned with the new environment. That's why you go to a particular area. So say if you're happy in the area that you're in, for example, say if you think, yeah, okay, it's not too bad here. And then what would happen is you may go, okay, well, I'm just gonna just stay for now. And then what happens is maybe a friend, or you may lose your home, or I don't know, for whatever reason, you may decide to move out. And then what happens is you move in with a friend, or you decide to start house hunting, and then something could be at your price bracket, but yet something came up that is in your price bracket. For example, when I first got my second flat, I should say, um, I was looking for somewhere to live, and I've always lived in kind of decent areas. I grew up in East London, which then wasn't very affluent. It was more, um, I can't put it, more gangsterfied, but it was home, you know. Then I moved out to West London, and then I thought, you know what, I want to live somewhere decent. So then I was just looking, I just put out there, and I went to the good areas and ended up living in St Margaret's for 2 years, and I got a flat there. Um, on every road, and not along that road, every house was was not below 1 point something million. Okay, I was living in a flat, two-bedroom flat, for £600 a month. Yeah, true story. St Margaret's, stone throw away from Richmond. I was living in a flat, two-bedroom flat with a garden for £600 a month, and it was, and I mean, I was blessed. But then when you always live in it, you, I, I learned that I wasn't really appreciating it or appreciating what I was having. The other aspect of that, the natural laws, which for the fact is that when you get up in the morning, first thing you say, "Thank you for being alive." You'd be surprised how powerful that is. When you wake up and for the first 20 minutes of what you do, or what you intake, or what is said to you, or what is transpiring around you, sets up your day, sets up the rest of your day. It's a natural law. That's a fact. So in my sense, it's like I'll get up and I will necessarily would meditate. I'll clear my mind, and then I'll try and pull in positive thoughts, positive mental um, attitudes, and try and balance myself. And then I would ask the universe, where do you want to guide me? What should be transpiring today? What's my day gonna be like? I start getting images, not necessarily images, but feelings as well, um, and smells, and sometimes taste. Um, it can, in some people, it comes in different forms. So be aware of those. They're your clear sentience, or your clairs, they call them, but they're like the seven levels of your senses. So the natural law is that natural law. When I said about the first 20 minutes, that's a natural law of the day, of morning, of the start your day. Yeah, you can shift your day. You can shift your day that um you can keep creating. Say if you get up 20 minutes and then your partner's moaning at you, or you get out, you stub your toe, or you trip over, or the water's not working, and you get to a shower, and then the shower's cold, and you know we've all had it consecutive bad days. Yeah, we've always consecutive actions or things that's happening throughout the morning before we've even got dressed, or we've even gone and had breakfast, or we've even gone to work. But with that, we can still change it. We can still go, you know what, fine, yeah, yep, whatever. That's you. I'm going to stay in my moment of creation. Because if you think about it, there's a saying, and I really honestly believe this, that every challenge that you're facing, God is setting you up for something greater. So if you wasn't necessarily going for a certain challenge in your life, then you should be looking for a challenge because that's what makes you a stronger person. It's a part of natural law. The natural law of polarity is that your life is different. If you're having a good life here, someone your other life is having a bad life, and they're shifting. They're trying to shift to. They may be happy in that life, yeah, but again, that's to do with parallel universes. The law of energy speaks of the growth of creating the energy, the natural energy that comes from the universe. It's called chi. The Japanese call it chi. Um, uh, we call it Reiki. Is actually natural, intelligent energy. Uh, and with that energy that everyone has, yeah, everyone has, we can manipulate it or help guide it for it to create positive mental things that can happen for you. But that's when you need to be self-aware. Self-aware how you're feeling, self-aware who you're with, self-aware of where you're going in life. And you know what? Just because and again, let me talk about the natural law of transgression. The natural laws of transgression or transformation, in a way, I should say, it's called, let's say, natural law of transformation. The law of transformation is for the fact is that you're seeing what you want to see, to believe, receive, but you're just not seeing it happening. You know, that's not your job. You know what? That's not your job to make it happen. So put that out of your mind straight away. That's what I have to say and kind of like tell you off about because I've been there and I've tried to force it through trying to make things happen for myself. Um, but then it's taken longer. You know when a law is shifting it for you. You know when the universe is shifting it for you. Things change. Your outlook change. You get this sense of peace inside you. There's things you can do subtly, like I said, seeing it. They're the part of creating the process. Once you've got that and you've had it around me, like for me at work now, yeah, I have a photo frame with different images on of what I want to achieve. Yes, I call it mini vision board. It sits on my desk, and you'd be surprised the amount of people that say certain things about it. You know, and I've done it for years. And when my first one, it created everything I wanted. It created the job as where I could be on a laptop, traveling. It created the partner. It created the job. It created the money. It created the boost of energy. But my goals now are a lot more focused on what I want to achieve. The natural laws of transformation for me is, for example, for me, is books, creating books and YouTube and so on and so forth, is now delivering the message of what I've been learning because there's aspects of learning and becoming, I hate using the word, but having a mastery in a certain thing. But I say that I'm attuned to it. You want to say enlightened? Yeah, when someone dies and then comes back, hey, you've got to kind of experience something, right? So now I feel it's important to share my natural laws of transformation would be to be where I want to be, in the life I want to be in, and be with the people I want to be with, not from what um, I assume I should have. But again, allow yourself to let the shift happen. Again, follow the laws. Yeah, follow the law of attraction. See, believe, receive. Any issues you wanna discuss, or you wanna just pass on any comments down below. You know where to go. Message down below. Just drop your comments down below. And I just want to say, stay blessed, and I'll see you next time.